Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back, and I want to try to make another zoo. I know it's been a while, but I haven't really been into trying to do YouTube, but I kind of want to get back into it a little bit. So, this is like my new launching off point. But yeah, I have a bunch of new packs installed, a bunch of new animals and content to cover, and Minecraft's had a lot of updates recently, so a bunch of new like stuff to build with and everything. So yeah, I figured it'd be like just a fun little thing to try out, and I don't know, I've always liked doing the zoo stuff. But anyways, let me go and just show you all the packs I'm going to be using. So we have Wildlife Craft, which adds all the animals, trees, and a bunch of new like decorations. We have Furniture, which adds furniture, and then we have Realism Plus, which I would recommend for any world you use because it just your graphics are just really good. I know Minecraft had that graphics update, but it's really good graphics. And it has good sounds too. And also, I was trying to record this like in real time, but my mic was muted, so you're just kind of watching me spin around right now, and I'm voicing all of this over. But what I was trying to get at in this clip is how much land we're going to be working with this season. And as you can see, it's a lot, but in this pack there's like 200 something animals, and that doesn't mean that we'll get through all of them. Probably not, to be honest, or I won't make individual exhibits for all of them. So yeah, just keep that in mind. There's a lot to cover, and I don't know if I'm gonna have the time to really get through all of that, to be honest with you. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started with building this starting area, I guess. I don't really know what to call it, a lodge, maybe. Also, I'm probably gonna be doing this voiceover thing because it makes it so much easier to record if I just do my thing and build, and then I just go back and just voice over my stuff that I'm doing. So right now we're building the roof for it. I kind of built some walls and stuff earlier. I'm kind of just skimming through this because I feel like this isn't really why you're here. You know, everyone wants to see the animals that are being built this episode. So, but you know, I thought maybe people want to see me build this. I don't know. So I'm just including this whole building process in here. I'm listening back to this stuff right now, and my microphone sounds kind of buggy. I don't know why. It doesn't normally sound like that. I think it's just this editing software for PlayStation, the Sharefactory. Um, yeah, it's just, you know, not a good editing thing, really. But I've used it all this time that I've done YouTube on PlayStation, so, you know, I kind of just used it again. But this time I do have, like, a computer for school, but it's like my computer, it's not like a school one, that I can use for, you know, I could use for editing now. So I might start doing that, so you might see editing, like things being edited different as well. And I'm trying to just do better at, like with quality and you know stuff like that, because this is something that I maybe want to try and do on the side, like you know do YouTube on the side every here and there. I don't think I'd ever want to really make a career fully out of it. I mean, I think I'd love to, but like I don't really see a full-time career from YouTube for me. So I think part-time's fine. Anyways, I have like the entire lodge built at this point, as I've been yapping. And now we're making this little fish tank to decorate inside the lodge. And we're adding in some starfish. I guess these are technically the first animals that I'm adding in, you know, some crabs. So y'all are getting like 2 exhibits this episode technically. You're welcome. So I think that means I have like 6 animals this episode. And now I'm naming them all Feh because that's what they are. And now we're doing this pathway right here. And now I'm doing this guardrails. And with all of this stuff, we are done with the lodge. And I want to start doing more cinematic shots because, I don't know, I think they look nice. Anyway, here, enjoy these cinematic shots that I took time out of my day to make. Hope you enjoyed the cinematic shots. Anyways, now that we're done with the lodge, we can get onto this first exhibit, which I want to do behind the lodge, and I want to have this area, like this eating area, to be like an overlook to the exhibit. And that's like an idea I'm stealing from this one zoo I went to. And so right now I'm doing a tiny bit of terraforming, fixing this river because it's kind of dangerous to have a giant ravine in it. So, fixing that. Now I have it much more streamlined, and now I'm trying to do this thing, like I'm trying to make it look more rocky, and I want to try and get walls set up around the exhibit. So I'm starting off with under here because it's just easy. The walls are basically already there. I just have to change them. And I landed with this like granite and terracotta look just because I don't know. I think it matches the African stone look. I guess I want to go for this exhibit. So yeah, we got that. Now I'm adding like some mud into the water because dirt's too basic, and we're not basic around here usually. Sometimes I can be a basic white girl with my Starbucks. But yeah, now we're getting some slabs thrown into the bottom right there, so that way we can smooth it out. Doing some texturing with coarse dirt and was that rooted dirt? And then brick slabs. And now we have this much more smoother look. And I want to add mud to the shore, kind of like add like a little transitioning to the grass. And I decided at first I didn't really know how I was going to do this texturing. Also, here's a little clip of me burning down this tree. It deserves it. I don't know what he did, but he was in my way. That's what he did. He deserves it. And I'm destroying this rock, and now his little friend. But at first I didn't really. Oh yeah, and I'm burning down this entire field of these invasive flowers. I'm doing a favor for the whole community. And I didn't really know how to do. Oh, and now I'm burning down another tree. That's awesome. Why am I? I thought I was supposed to be like saving wildlife. Why am I burning trees in nature? But okay, we got the layout of the enclosure now. Throwing out a bunch of coarse dirt, doing some texturing right now. Now I'm working on the walls. These walls were so like, I don't know, I was struggling, and so you can tell that I was struggling, so I just started spam placing them everywhere. And same with terracotta. And then after spam placing both and getting like a good shape, I decided to, actually do some mixing and blend them together and stuff. Now I'm adding slabs to kind of have that little bit of extra detail in there. And I don't know why the fence posts are doing this. It's something to do with one of the mod packs. I don't know which one. I think it's the Realism Plus. But either way, the walls are now done, and enjoy more of these cinematic shots I made. Alright, so first thing I'm doing is I'm just kind of laying down some basic little rocks here and there. I went with some granite rocks first just to kind of, I don't know, match the walls, but then I also kind of wanted to add some gray ones. I'm adding these like little pebble things that are part of the, I think it's part of the wildlife pack. Or it might be the realism, I don't remember. And I tried growing this tree, and he wouldn't grow for some reason, so I planted a savanna on the other side of the enclosure and decided to hand build this tree. Now, these trees that are in this mod pack with like the saplings, they're like big, like really big for some reason. So I kind of should have probably hand built it anyway because it would have been way too big for this enclosure. So hand building was probably the way to go. But here I am placing trees, and here's the little branches I was talking about earlier. I really like that. Minecraft, please add that. It's really not that hard. Like, it really does not look like that hard of a thing to add, and it just looks so good. Like, I don't see why not. But anyway, that tree is now done. And I think it turned out pretty well. Just threw in another acacia tree over there. Now I'm putting a bunch of water plants in there, some sugar cane, which honestly, looking back at, I might get rid of. I think it kind of makes it look too green. And now here's some bushes and firefly bushes as well, just to so it looks really good at night. Dead bushes because it's a savanna. Then some dead leaves because I don't know, I just want to utilize more of what Minecraft has to offer now. And now I'm adding these little like beds of hay for the animals to lay on, and another one under this tree. And now it's kind of slapped in a hay bale here and there just for the fun of it. Now I'm throwing in some foliage, and after some dead bushes or whatever, the dry and normal bushes, and a nice little bone mealing of the ground, we have the finished exhibit. So here's the finished exhibit. Kind of just did a little fly through before I throw in the animals. But yeah, so anyway, you probably saw it on the thumbnail. We're gonna be doing the giraffe and the ostrich. Originally, I was planning on throwing in the zebra as well. And like I said, I got this exhibit from a zoo that I actually went to, but not necessarily. Like the whole overlook thing from an eating area was actually an alligator pit, but I just like the savannah idea. So I went with that, and I went with the savannah exhibit that was from that zoo, which had like giraffes, ostriches, and zebras all in one area. But this area is kind of too small, so I left out the zebras and just put an extra ostrich in there. But so yeah, looks pretty nice here. Enjoy some of these ambient shots. Anyways, that'll do it for this exhibit. And I'm Patrick now, by the way. So don't be surprised if you see me switch between SpongeBob skins every few episodes or so. But I had fun doing this, and I plan on trying to keep it up. I don't know how consistently I'll upload. Right now, I just pulled an all-nighter to edit this. Like you're listening to me on all-nighter terms right now, and yeah, I'm hoping that I can have this video out in like a couple hours. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. And I promise my mic quality is not normally this bad. I'm listening back to this stuff, and it's pretty rough. But I'll try and have it fixed by next episode. Anyways, I'll see y'all.